it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Set, ready?
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
A draw play. Bernard. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A good pickup there at 22.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. The set up to throw, and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase in.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
Well, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And the totals for Sammy Watkins in last week's game. 6 catches, 92 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
First quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 13. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. They're going to try and throw. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Benjamin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They run with Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
This is fielded at the 7. Not a big deal on that one, just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Benjamin, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Down. 60 or.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now this throw caught left side. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Ja'Kai Polite leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Here we go.
Watch the eye.
Open man is born. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards there on the catch and run. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
We call that sack lunch.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Newton. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Break. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Check it back. Check it.
2.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Gets fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. He'll drop to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
61, matchbox lights. Sit.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter. Benjamin. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a third down. Newton on third down. That's complete. Bernard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 6 yards in the first down. They fake the give. Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night. Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will take over at their own 20. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go,
On first down, Benjamin. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Go! 10 logo.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Back to the air, Newton on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Ravens on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Newton now to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase them.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Now Newton, complete. Richardson has it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Newton now to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. To try again after the sack. Newton. It's caught by Bryant. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Here's Newton. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the gun, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Newton. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.